This conference will now be recorded.
Hello friends and welcome to basptrainings.com. My name is Neeraj and today I'm going to show you how do you use Python Pandas library to clean your data for advanced analysis. So the step one, in order to do any kind of advanced analysis or machine learning algorithm, your data has to be in a meaningful format. It should be clean, okay? And therefore we are going to use Python Pandas library to transform and massage your data into the meaningful format. Let's see what is the business requirement. All the example I would be explaining you in terms of business requirement context, and at the end of each analysis we would have some value added output. So in our example, the my source system is homegrown ERP system. My client have been using some ERP system which they build in house, and the target is to transform data into the meaningful format so that they can do some advanced analytics. They can do analytics using Tableau, ClickView, or any commercial tool, or they can use open source system like Python, or they can do advanced analytics using machine learning algorithm. So the data file which I have is a semi-structured data. I'm going to show it to you. It's not raw data. I process the data, apply various data cleansing algorithm, and then I would have some meaningful data where I'm going to use some exploration of data and going to answer some unknown questions, unanswered question, and eventually we organize the data using various UI, graphical, using various graphs and charts. Could be tabular, cross tabular, or different types of chart. So let's get started by looking at the data file. I would request you to look at the whole video to get the real meaningful information out of it. So this is my source sample data. Let me open this in a notepad. So if you look at it in notepad, probably a little difficult to read, and therefore it's not readable format. And therefore I'm going to open this data into Excel file. This is a CSV file. You can open into Excel. So this is my data file, right? This data file has a lot of inconsistency, poor quality data, and therefore, in order to do any kind of analysis, step one, I clean this data, prepare this data for advanced analytics. Let's see what do I do. Okay, so there are a couple of analytics we are going to do in this example. First, I'm going to read this data from the flat file, and then I apply delimiter. The delimiter is a pipe in this example. If you look at carefully, it's not CSV, it's not a comma separator, this is a pipe. It could be any custom character which you can use over here as a delimiter. In this example, when I extract it from my source system, it's a pipe. Then the data which is available, it's not into the format which I can do for any analysis. So step one, I did some data type transformation. The data type is not in a meaningful format. Okay. So let me split this into the way that you can understand very easily. I can use a Excel text to column option. So I use a delimiter pipe over here, and this is your data. You find first thing over here for changing data type. The data which available in my example in this data file is not in the format, right? Like order date is not in date format. Similarly, your numbers are in string format. So step one, in order to do any kind of analytics or calculation or measure on top of this, it should be in the right format. So I apply various data type change features. Then I exclude some column which I do not need for analysis. So we have an option where we can exclude column. I'm going to strip unwanted character set. For example, over here with country name called Australia, we have got country ID as well. My business do not want this country ID for any kind of analysis, so I would like to strip this data. And finally, what all the transformation you do, I want to write it back to my target system. Okay, so let's read the Python code and interpret it step by step. I'm going to show you this thing practically. So I just copy this code, I put this code into a notepad, and I explain this code to you line by line. I'm using Spider. You can use any Python IDE. Step one, you read data from, you import Python library, right? And I use an object over here, PD. Then I'm reading this file. This is my source file. I just now shown you. This is CSV file. I use a delimiter over here, pipe. Therefore, we use a function called SEP, separator, pipe. And the data type we are converting of sales to integer. This is a D type function because sales is a string type, right? When you read data into text file, is actually string type. I was trying to do some analysis on top of this, but I found I cannot aggregate sales because the string type. So I converted the data type of it. The next thing I did, I like to bring only those columns which I need for analysis. So there are some excess column which I do not want. Under use column function, you can define the list of the column, and then I use parse date function. The order date is not into the format. You see, the date is in an inconsistent format. The somewhere your year is 01, somewhere your year is 2001. So I can't use this for any kind of analysis, and therefore while reading data itself, parse our date type as well. The next step I did, if I process this code, I can show you the output as well. I name it as uh, data cleansing, the clean data cleaning, and run this code, and you would have some variable output as well. So first you are reading sales order processing data. The first thing you see, your Australia has got 4 additional character in your data file, right, which you don't see in a post transformation. So I strip out this first 4 character. How I did that? Look at this. So we use over here a string function called extract to define your object name called sales order processing data, the name of your column, then I transform into a string. This extract is a string function. Then I like to extract first four number from a string, R for recursive. And this output I store in test one. When you expand this, you see this 1201, the first 4 character numbers. Okay. Then I use a strip function. Strip function strip the character set which you define. It's a number, therefore I use a casting over here using str function. Step 1. Then I again cast it and strip hyphen because I did not want to use hyphen as well in my analysis. So this is your source data file and this is your target output. Right? You don't see you have a hyphen over here in Australia. Okay. The next step, we convert sales into integer type and convert date order date into date type. See, so you see order date is not in consistent format in your source, but post transformation, yeah, it's in consistent format, isn't it? This is your order date, post transform, and this is before transformation. You can compare it. The next step, once you do all transformation, I like to write back this output to my another text file so that I can use this data file for my advanced analytics. So I use 2CSV function. I could have written to Excel as well. I use 2CSV function, and this is my path where I'm going to write this file. So this is my source file eventually, and this is my target output. When you process this, it would have same under my transform data. This I have written today at 2 minutes before. So you have data, you have output and source data as well. Let's display them both of them together using split format. Sorry, we use them cascade, arrange all, cascade. This is your source file, SOP transform. This is your data file. You see, you don't have first 4 character. Your date is in consistent format. Your sales is a numeric type, and any other kind of transformation like to apply, you can apply over here. What next? Once you did your transformation, what do you do next? Once I complete my all data cleansing task, I wanted the whole activity, it should be parameterized. It is hard coded. The file name, what character I like to strip, what data you want to transform, everything I want it to be parameterized. I'm going to create a web-based interface where I'm going to pass this argument, and data cleaning would be take place depends upon what value you're going to supply to your web-based interface. And finally, we do sales prediction, sales projection, forecasting, and predictive modeling. This sample snapshot I've taken from my advanced subsequent video tutorial. So you would have actual sales and projected sales, and we are going to different kind of analytics like product profitability analytics, product return ratios, goods of sales projection, and so on. So this is all we are going to do in subsequent session. I would request you to stay tuned with our YouTube channel. Should you have any question, please feel free to write to us, BISP Solutions and BISPtraining.com. Thank you and have a good day.